Why am I here? Like, are we just here to pay bills and that's it? What's my purpose? What is my reason for being? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the 3 mindset shifts that I made to go from broke to operating in purpose. And I'm going to share all of that with you, girl. July 17th, 2019 was the first night me and my daughter slept in my car. Yes, we were homeless. And so I want to share with you guys how I was able to go from that broken mindset to now operating in purpose, to making my first $1,000 in business, to growing a large platform on social media. How was I able to do all of that? And I'm going to share all of that with you in today's video. The lack of purpose will cost you your life. I'm going to say it like this. If you don't know your reason for being, if you don't know why you're here, if you don't know why the Creator has created you, it will cost you your life. It will cost you everything. It will cost you your joy. It will cost you your peace. It will cost you relationships, opportunities, money. It will cost you your very livelihood. And so the second that I realized this is when I began to see massive change in my life. The very first thing, step number 1, is what I want you to understand. Know who you are. And the only way to know who you are is to know the Creator that created you. When I was sleeping in my car, I began to be curious about God. 2 things happened when I made the mental shift to become more curious about my Creator. The first thing that happened was it led me to be even more curious about Him. So it increased my curiosity. And the second thing that happened was He showed me who I was. And so the very first thing that I want you to understand is your identity, your self-worth, your self-confidence, your self-esteem is in the one who created you. And trust me, I understand, because I was a person who lacked self-esteem. I was a person who wasn't confident. Like, I remember wishing, like, Lord, man, I just want to know what it feels like to be confident. The second that I became curious about the God who created me, the Creator of heaven and earth, the Creator of the universe, the Creator of all things, the Creator of you, has said some things about you, has promised you some things. Let me just put it like this. If God said some things about me, if God had promised me some things, if God has a plan and a purpose for me, I want to know what it is. I'm curious. I want to know what it is before I leave this earth. Step number 2 is decide and commit. Decide and commit. They go hand in hand, baby. Think of them as being married because they are inseparable. Decide. Make a decision. See, when I was sleeping in my car with my 7-year-old and I was broke as a joke, girl, let me tell you, I made a decision. I will never be this broke again. I deserve to see what my best looks like. I made a decision and then I committed my very being to that decision. Decide and commit. See, a lot of you are so indecisive. You quit everything you start. Oh, maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do that. No, decide, make a decision and commit your very being to that decision. And see, a lot of us can't make a decision because we don't know who we are. We struggle with the decision process because we don't have a reason why we're doing this. See, when I was in my car, and I pray and hope that you are not sleeping in your car, but if you are, let it be a testament to say that you can overcome anything if you make a decision and you commit yourself, you commit your very being to that decision. There is no plan B. There is no halfway in, halfway out. You deserve to see what your best looks like. Here's the mental shift that really resonated with me. Wouldn't it be a shame to live your whole life and not know the reason why you're here? Wouldn't it be a shame to live your whole life and not one day, not 1 second you felt good about you? Wouldn't it be a shame? I'm telling you, it would be. This decision, this deciding and committing, this only happened when God showed me who I was. When I realized that I was royalty, when I realized that God had a plan and a purpose for me. And I'm telling you from personal experience, because I've been where you are, that He has a plan and a purpose for you. He has some things that He has said about you. And step number 3, I feel like a lot of people want to rush step number 1. They want to rush step number number 2 because they want to get to step number 3. And what is step number 3? Identify your gifts and operate in them. So how do you do this? Because a lot of people are like, what's my purpose? Why am I here? What are my gifts? What am I good at? The only way that I'm able to confidently come before you and explain how I was able to go from sleeping in my car to thriving in purpose is because I walked out the things that I'm about to share with you. Step number 3, how do you identify and operate in your gifts? You find a community to serve. You find a way to serve. See, there is something, and I like to believe that there is a transformation that happens in the spiritual realm. I can't really explain it, but when you serve a community that is less than, when you serve a people with whatever you have, you might not even have much, but you got a mouth. You can use your voice. You might not have much, but you have hands and you have legs. You might not have much, but you have your mind. And so therefore you can serve. And see, there is something that is so powerful in the nature of serving that God will identify your gifts and he will give you the grace to operate in them. And I know from personal experience, there is something that transforms your mindset when you humble yourself and be a servant unto the people that need it most. Have y'all ever heard the saying, it is better to give than it is to receive? There is so much truth to that statement, and I want you to understand that massive things happen when you serve. It gives back to you in a massive, huge, transformative way. When you operate in your gifts, social media or the world likes to say that your gift should serve you, but no, that's not a gift. See, God has planted something inside of you that needs to be released, that he wants to bring forth, and it is a gift that is meant to be shared. And see, when you begin to serve your community, you are releasing something in the spiritual realm that allows you to operate, not only operate, but identify your gifts and operate in them and thrive in purpose. And it gives back to you in a massive way. This is for you, girl. Find a community. Maybe it's your job. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's your home. Maybe it's your neighbor. Find someone to serve. Be a servant in your heart. And I guarantee, watch God show up and transform your life. That is the 3 mindset shifts. I'm going to do a little recap. Step number 1, know who you are. And the only way to know who you are is to know the creator who created you. Step number 2, decide, make a decision and commit your very being to that decision. I deserve to see what my best looks like. And step number 3, how do we identify and operate in our gifts? We become a servant. We serve a community. We serve the less than. And it gives us the tools that are needed to thrive in purpose. And I feel like that should be everybody's goal. Is that not our goal for 2024? Is to thrive in purpose? Like, listen, girl, this is our year. And I just trust and believe that God is doing some amazing things in this season. And he wants to transform his people. And I pray that you take this word, or you take these 3 steps and you meditate on them and you bring them before the Lord. And if you truly, truly open your heart and apply these, not halfway in, not halfway out, but literally commit your very being to these 3 principles, I guarantee that God will show up and show out in your life. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, join the family. I will check you guys out later. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I love you so much.